What's up, Six Sensei here with my boys,
Sick Lawless
and Sick Psycho,
and we are bringing you the epic battle that will ensue this fall, Battlefield 3 versus Modern Warfare 3, or Modern Warfare 3 versus Battlefield 3 for you guys who want to be stupid and call me out for putting one in front of the other.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Lawless, favorite first-person shooter of the two, of the two series.
right now. COD.
COD right now, but you did put some time in Battlefield.
Yes, I did, and big fan.
Yeah, you were very skeptical to actually play it.
I actually was until like I came over here, saw you play Bad Company 2, and I just thought it was like one of the most epic things I've ever seen.
That's the big deal for me about Battlefield. It is epic. Epic moments happen all day long, dude. Think about Battlefield with theater mode.
Like that would be insane. That would be
being
insane.
able to record some of those wicked moments happening. But Psycho, what is your favorite of the series?
Dude, I am a massive Bad Company fan.
Battlefield or just Bad Company?
Well, Bad Company.
As most people may know, like I said, Battlefield 3 is not a successor to Battlefield Bad Company 2. It is a successor to the Battlefield 2.
Right, Battlefield 2. Bad Company 2 is just basically in it.
That's its own entity. It's made by the same developer, DICE. This new game, we just watched the 12-minute gameplay trailer. Jesus Christ, right?
Right. It looks insane. The graphics look ridiculous. The
if you haven't checked that out yet,
is banging.
If you haven't checked that out yet, just Google Battlefield 3 gameplay trailer. It is the single player. It's not multiplayer, which is what, of course, all of us want.
Yeah.
Just make sure you have a mop handy, because you will be mopping your brain up off the floor.
You probably will. That shit looks amazing. But it is on PC. EA's working closer with Sony than they are with Microsoft recently. So hopefully, for us being PS3 mostly, we mostly play on PS3. That'll be where we do our gaming. But another big reason I like the Battlefield franchise is because, as you said, there's a lot of shit going on, and that attracts a much more mature audience.
Exactly.
When I play Battlefield Bad Company 2, even Battlefield 2, you hardly ever run into anybody under 14. And if you do run into anybody 14 or under, they're mature for their age, because there's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
It's a class-based shooter, and some people don't like that. They want to set up their own thing. They don't want to run as a team.
And one of the main things also with Battlefield is you don't run into just single people very often, because it's a very team-oriented game. You have to play as a team, or you're not going to make it in Battlefield.
Well, touching on that, anybody running solo in Battlefield, the whole franchise, what are they usually doing?
They're sniping.
They're sniping because they can't play the objective without a team.
Yeah.
And that's what you run into that shit a lot in Battlefield Bad Company. And if they allow you to go prone like we saw in that trailer,
that's too big of an advantage for snipers.
Oh man, the big maps, dude. I mean, you can go prone in Call of Duty, and them small little maps and the way the colors contrast, them ghillie suits in Call of Duty don't work.
Not really.
It's cosmetic.
Yeah, it's all cosmetic.
The ghillie suits in the Battlefield franchise,
yeah, they actually work.
They work well.
Yeah, and if they go prone in Battlefield in the multiplayer with the snipers, they definitely have to have something to counteract it.
Yeah, maybe they'll bring out infrared type of, a binocular to scan for something across the horizon, or maybe they just won't let them go prone. Let's pray that they just don't let them go prone, because it works well in the previous games.
Yeah, and they hide well enough as it is without going prone in Bad Company.
Speaking of the ghillie suit working, the graphics look amazing.
Yes.
God, dude, they look amazing. And they're going to continue to look amazing on the multiplayer because they have dedicated servers.
Yeah. Absolutely.
32-player multiplayer is what we're expecting to see on the consoles. They said 64 on the PC. That's insane. 64 players. Think of that battle that's going to ensue.
Oh, it's going to be ridiculous.
It's so epic. Oh my god.
I can't wait. Vehicles, tanks,
jets,
and it's just seamless. It's just seamless gameplay. There's like no lag. It is so great.
Look, guys, do a vote in the comment. Vote: are jets going to be in the multiplayer, or are they only going to be in the single player for dogfighting and stuff?
Dude, let me see some jets in the multiplayer.
But one thing is, dude, if jets are in the multiplayer, dude, the maps are going to be so much bigger.
I've seen airplanes in the multiplayer in Battlefield 1942. They have just some regular airplanes and shit. Helicopters in Bad Company too, because you can take off straight. Jets can take off straight too, can't they?
Harriers can. Not regular jets.
Those look like Harriers in that trailer.
Yeah, it did look like Harriers.
Oh no, they're gonna be in the multiplayer. This shit's gonna be epic. Well, no telling about the Harriers, but let's move on to Modern Warfare 3 before we run out of time on this shit. We got a lot of shit to talk about on Modern Warfare.
Absolutely.
first thing on the agenda for Modern Warfare is balance. God, please bring the balance back. None of the noob tubes right off the bat.
No.
That shit is insane, aggravating.
Treyarch did a good job on the balance, and that's pretty much the reason why a lot of people don't like Black Ops.
Yeah,
because
you
it's too
can't.
balanced.
I mean, everybody's using the FAMAS. It shows that they don't like balance because
Yeah.
that's one of the only unbalanced guns in the game. It's
Pretty
too
much.
accurate with too high a fire rate. But we're not talking about Black Ops. We're talking about Modern Warfare 3, which just thinking about how awesome this game is going to be, is, you know, sends chills down my freaking spine. I can't wait. But one thing I'm worried about is they talked about pay to play, or I'm sorry, free to play, a system on their PC.
Pay to upgrade.
Pay to upgrade, exactly.
Pay to upgrade, huh?
You buy maps or buy camo and all of that garbage. Hopefully they don't try to do this shit on console and leave stuff alone.
I'm definitely not a fan of any having to pay any extra for a game that you're already paying full price for, and then they want you to pay extra to buy shit. I mean, I have no problem with DLC, but like paying money for like 1 or 2 maps or another gun, no, it's definitely not.
Like basically, the person with the most money is gonna have everything they need to whoop your ass because you're poor. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, either one of these titles, you know, you're paying money to play the multiplayer. That's the whole reason you're buying the game.
Well, if I pay, if let's say it turns out to be $5 a month or something, dedicated service.
That better be. Has to be.
I'm so over the lag and the freaking
Post migration.
Oh my god,
absolutely.
That shit's annoying. I'll be in the middle of a freaking gunfight or throwing a nade, and if the host migrates while you're trying to throw the nade, it's a wasted nade.
Yeah.
You know. So back to the balance. Perks. Stopping power.
Don't want to see it return. Leave it out. You know, if you have an issue with
just balance the weapons.
Yeah, just balance
the weapons. I mean, I think Treyarch did a good job, with the exception of FAMAS, balancing the weapons. I mean, the Scorpion is nasty up close. It kind of, you know, sucks at range. The shotguns are nasty up close. They suck at range. So it's how you play that balances the weapons. And that's the big deal for me. I like using all the weapons at hand because it's fun to see, you know, to do different things in the game. So please bring don't bring stopping power. Just balance your weapons on your own, and don't make that entire tier of perks unusable.
Yeah, and while you're at it, you can leave last stand out too.
Yeah, leave last stand out. Second chance, last stand, all that garbage.
I mean, if it doesn't get cut, at least tweak it to where you don't get an overpowered pistol.
No, the Python. Right, they're probably gonna have the MP412 in it because that was leaked.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I mean, give them a taser.
Give them a taser, dude. Let them tase. You know, when they fall down, let them tase the dude, slow him down a little bit, and then call it a wrap. You know.
That would be awesome. The ability to knife while they're in second chance sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, and then they knife you while they're falling in the second chance, and they kill you while they're falling in the last stand. Or whatever. That shit is bullshit. If I did enough damage to him to put him in a second chance, which is supposed to be a full kill, how on earth did they kill me at the same time?
I mean, it just doesn't make sense for it to be in the game at all.
It's all freaking whack. Just take it out. It's garbage.
I agree. But stackable kill streaks is another thing that Infinity Ward did and Treyarch didn't do. I think, personally, that stacking kill streaks, I think we should stick on this for at least one more game, not stacking kill streaks.
Yeah, I agree. Like, when I first heard that Black Ops wasn't going to have stackable kill streaks, I was a little disappointed. But then when you get in there and you get on that 10, 11 kill streak and you're calling in dogs and gunships, you just feel like such an animal because you earned it every step of the way, you know?
Yeah. It wasn't some cheap-ass, lucky freaking Predator missile that
Predator
you scooped up 3 dudes and got your emergency airdrop, picked up 2 AC-130s and the chopper gun.
Yeah.
That's just, you know, it's not balanced. It's not worth it. You know, for me, leave it out. Stackable kill streaks. I mean, people camp in corners trying to get their kill streaks up.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to give anybody any incentive to sit in a corner and camp all day.
Yeah, just freaking laying down in a corner, just hard aiming down a door. It's freaking retarded.
Yeah, hopefully don't give them any dark corners and shit to lay in and do that crap. Multiple developers. This game's being developed by, air quotes, Infinity Ward. That's what's going to be on the cover.
That's what's
what
going
most
to be
people
on
are
the
going
cover.
to see, and that's what the 55 million people
That's
are going
the
to purchase.
selling point right there.
But it's not. Ravensoft is said to do the freaking maps, which is fine by me. It's just maps. Hopefully, you know, hopefully they do a good job with the balance and the lines of sight and shit like that. And Sledgehammer / Infinity Ward mashup. We'll see. I can't talk shit, but I know the big dogs aren't there anymore at Infinity Ward. But
Yeah, in my opinion, I think they're bringing in the extra developers to to try to combat that brand new Frostbite engine.
Lawless, you had to buy one game when the games come out. What you got?
Dude,
Call it.
I can't call it right now. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Battlefield 3.
Obviously, Battlefield. I really don't know if I can call it. I may have to say Battlefield, but Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 is looking insane just because it's a Call of Duty game and I love them.
Yeah.
But please tell us in the comments if you only had money to buy one game and they released on the same day, which one would it be, and why? Well, alright, that has been it for the gameplay. What you witnessed is a 71-11 domination on the map launch.
Double doggies.
Double doggies, that's right. This has been Sick Sensei.
Sick Lawless.
And 6 Psycho.
On behalf of 2 Sick TV.